I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. In areas prone to disasters, this House believes that states should prioritize disaster mitigation over relocation. This debate is about whether governments should prioritize protecting communities within their homes through disaster prevention system or to relocate citizens away from the disaster-prone areas. Our side believes that the government should prioritize disaster mitigations because people should never be forced to leave their homes if risk of the disaster can still be reduced through better infrastructure and preparation. In order to understand why this policy matters, we must first look at the stakeholders affected. The most impacted stakeholders are residents living in disaster-prone areas, because their homes, jobs, education, and communities are directly affected by the government policies. This includes local businesses, family, and the government itself, which is responsible for ensuring both public and long-term stability. And with these stakeholders in mind, we can now compare the outcomes created by both sides. Under our world, people can continue living in their hometowns while the government improves systems. Under our world, people may remain in their homes. Community still can stay together. Local businesses can still continue. Stronger infrastructure is built. Evacuation may be more organized. Students can still continue their school. People are more prepared or aware for the upcoming disasters. Under their world, people are relocated away from the disaster-prone areas. Although this may reduce physical risks, relocation often creates emotional, social, and economic problems. Under their world, people are forced to move. People may lose their homes and jobs, which is affecting their incomes. And the communities are separated, and emotional stress increases. Some may be refused to relocate. Relocation areas may be lack of facilities, since it's a subsidy, and because the government only think to move the community to a safer place and not thinking about their comfort, and also adapting to a new environment is so difficult. From this comparison, it became clear that our side prioritized community preservation, social stability, protection, and long-term sustainability. And building on these values, my first argument is that disaster mitigation allows people to maintain their homes and community. Because people are able to stay in their hometowns, facilities and communities remain together. Citizens can continue their daily life without losing their social support systems, jobs, and cultural identity. This is important because relocation often forces people to restart their lives in an unfamiliar environments, which can create emotional stress and instability. Therefore, mitigation creates a more stable solution. Moving on to my second argument, relocation itself often creates new problems for citizens. When people are moved to new areas, they may struggle to find new jobs, adapting to new environments, and rebuild their social connections. Poor families are especially vulnerable because they may not have enough sources to restart their lives. In many cases, relocations areas may also lack proper infrastructure and facilities and economic opportunities. Therefore, relocating can create long-term social and economic problems instead of fully solving them. Lastly, even though disasters cannot always be completely prevented, Mitigations policy can still significantly reduce the risks faced by communities. Government can invest in stronger infrastructure, disaster education, evacuation system, and early warning technology system to better protect citizens. Therefore, mitigation balances both safety and social stability more effectively than to relocation. Our side believes, in conclusion, our side believes that the government should prioritize disaster mitigation over relocation because it protects citizens while also preserving communities, livelihoods, and long term social stability. I think that's all for me. Thank you.